In this video, we are going to be getting really clear in terms of how you can start being more kind and more compassionate to yourself. So stay tuned. Welcome back to this video, guys. My name's Shanley, your self-care coach, and we're just going to be going through 3 tips in terms of how you can start building your practice of self-compassion and what that will actually look like in your life whilst you are serving and doing the best that you can. So the first thing that I want you guys to remember and to focus on is, before you start to make any kind of positive change, you actually need to make a commitment. You need to make a decision and you need to commit to being kind to yourself. If you watched any of my other videos, I always talk about this because it's so important. Often what you might find is that there's lots of difficulties that may come in the way when you're on this journey and you're thinking about why. And usually the other one is because you're not ready for it. You're just not ready to make that commitment to yourself. And I think more than anything, that is the most important step for you. Are you actually ready to start being kind to yourself? Is this the right time? And if this is the right time, then great. Keep on watching and listen out for the rest of the tips. The first thing that I want you to do is to start giving yourself permission to just be human. Give yourself permission to be human. And by doing this, this is actually going to allow you to take and reduce some of the expectations that you have on yourself. So if you've watched any other videos, I've spoken about this whole concept of scaling back so that you can scale up or forward. So when you scale back, sometimes this gives you the headspace and the capacity to be creative, to problem solve, and also to be reflective. Often as humans, we are so used to reacting to everything, going, okay, this is a problem, I'm feeling like this, so I need to react. And sometimes that's not the case. And when you scale back, you give yourself the capacity to think, to be able to problem solve and deal with difficult tasks. So start giving yourself permission to be human. My next tip for you is to start being mindful. Being mindful of how kind you are to yourself. Being mindful of the things that you say to yourself, so your self-talk. Being mindful of how you feel, emotionally and physically. Again, if you find that you are physically drained and emotionally drained, do you think it's right for you to keep pushing through, or do you think it would be helpful for you to take a rest? My answer is to rest, and not being afraid to do that. That is something that's also kind. And my last and final tip for you is to be kind to yourself. And being kind to yourself is basically treating yourself as you would a friend or loved one. And often what I say as being often what I say is being kind to yourself. That is when you are actually working with yourself and not against yourself. So you're thinking about how you can start making things more easy for you, more doable for you to be able to do, and not really setting yourself up for failure. Often, and what I've noticed recently is, like, we have so much information flying around everywhere and we want to take it all in, we want to try everything, but actually, is that what you need to be doing right now? Is that something that's going to actually benefit you, or is it just something that you've seen somebody else do? So it's really important to be mindful about those things and doing what is meaningful, valuable, and important for you, nobody else, you. So I really hope that this video helped you. Please leave a comment with any other tips or suggestions of things that maybe you do that helps you to be more kind and compassionate to yourself, and what you have taken away from this video. Make sure you do not forget to share this with anybody that this is going to help, and I'll see you in the next video.